Okay, New York session done. Took 3 trades on US30. Uh, didn't have a setup on gold. Um, Oil, I was waiting for a sell. This exact setup, actually, the previous H8 high fake out, take it down to the previous day low. But it happened between London and New York, so I didn't catch this. But it's always nice to see when my setup plays out perfectly. So wasn't looking at oil, wasn't looking at gold, only focused on NAS and US30. So uh, for NAS, my session starts at New York Open, 8:30 Jakarta time. Previous day high hasn't been triggered yet. Turn this off. Previous day high hasn't been triggered yet, while US30 previous day high has been triggered. So I was focused on US30 because my setup for US30 is here is the daily breakout level. And once once US30 faked out the previous day high, that becomes a breakout continuation setup. So we have the daily breakout low and fake out of a previous high to take it down. Breakout continuation, 2-star setup. Lots of those happening this week, it seems like. Um, so that was a setup for US30. So New York Open, first thing it did was push up and it faked out the previous M15 high. And so I went down to the 1 minute, watched it, um, put my stop loss above the structure, and I was watching the M15. I could see it push up, and I could see it was leaving a wick, and I entered below the daily open, this day direction level, and I targeted the previous day low. So it didn't get to previous day low. Once it came to the low of the day, I took some partials, and then my runners got taken out on the retracement back up. Afterwards, it went all the way closed above previous day high. So the setup no longer is valid for me, the sell setup. But the next M15 closed back under previous day high. So that's when I started looking again for another entry. But I would have preferred to see a fake out of this high right here. And so that's exactly what happened. Pulled back, faked out the previous M15 high, this level right here. Um, uh, M1 breakout level, changed the bias of the M1, entered on the break of the H4 high level, coming back in. Slightly aggressive. I would have preferred to be under the previous day high, but if I can put my stop loss at the high of the day, I'm always going to try to do that. So once again, targeted the previous day low, didn't get there. I was hoping that I could take partials at this level, but didn't make it. Retraced back and then faked out the H4 low. So I ended up taking my partials here. So I gave back a little bit, but it's okay. I thought it would continue on, but it didn't. Runners got taken out again. And then later on, there was a M15 fake out bar right here at the high of the day. I got interested again, took a look, and entered on the break of the H4 again, this time stop loss high of the day, and once again attempting to target previous day low. Um, once price got stuck around here, I just took my partials and still alive on this one. Let's see if it continues. I took this one because the daily breakout level was bearish. Um, there was a daily bias change at the top here at the high of the year. And here is the daily breakout level, and the setup is a breakout continuation setup. So I tried it multiple times. So yeah, that was my US30 trade. For NAS, uh, had the same setup, but on the weekly level. Here is the weekly breakout level. And so coming into New York, I was looking for a fake out of the previous day high. It didn't do that at the open, so that's why I didn't look at this one. Um, so once I had an alert up here and it faked out, gave me an M15 fake out bar that triggered my alert. Had a quick look, but I didn't like the structure of it. You know, I would prefer for price to kind of spend more time above the previous day high instead of just wick it and then go back down. So the setup here is exactly the same. Once again, breakout low, weekly breakout low, previous high fake out, breakout continuation setup. Um, Seems like that's all I'm trading these days, but that's what the market's giving me. Uh, so this one I didn't take, and then later on closed above, change bias right here on this M15, and I was busy with US30, so I didn't take this trade. But to me, this is a valid entry, straight on the M15. Stop loss high of the day. Once price gets back under the previous day high, that's good enough for me to take. Um, I would like to be under the H8, but if I'm trading a weekly setup, then I'm fine taking it under the previous day high. Target would have been previous day low, um, but taking partials at the low of day. So yeah, didn't take this, but NAS also set up for a sell for me for my strategy. Yeah, so that was a trade I took. 3 trades on US30. Still have runners alive on this one. Let's see where it goes. Okay.